Alongside head Javelina men's basketball coach Johnny Estelle, I'm Mark and Sarah for Javelina Athletics. As coach, we're counting down the days towards your team's season opener. They'll be here against Arkansas Fort Smith on Friday and again on Saturday. How ready, prepared, excited is your team to finally get this season underway?
It's been a long time, Mark, as you know. Our season ended abruptly last year, so we have a few guys back from last year, and then we have some newcomers. So their season ended abruptly as well. Rather if they was in high school or if they was transferring in from junior college. So there's been a anticipation, so to speak. A lead up and a build up of excitement and emotion. They've been highs and lows in that situation, but they are, as a group overall, collectively ready to play.
What has been your message to your team throughout this process if you guys have waited patiently for the opportunity to get on the court again?
You can only control what you can control. God's in control, and all you can do is be safe and take care of your circumstances. Our team is a group of guys that are resilient and hardworking guys that are team guys, and that's kind of what that's what we recruit here. So they've done nothing but been upstanding. They follow the rules and regulation. They haven't came in with a bunch of questions, and they're just committed to their team, their teammates, and in the Javelina Nation, which makes it a joy to to go through this with them.
Look at three of the guys who are coming back. I'm really interested to see how they compete this year. I think guys I'm thinking of are Jake Majors, Wellington Stovall, Ellis Jones. Jake and Wellington have been here for a couple of years, got their first chance to really play last season. Ellis had a redshirt last year, comes back healthy this season. When you look at these three players, what is it that gives you confidence that if you give them an expanded role this season, they'll have the opportunity to really contribute and succeed for this team?
Well, I think you have to put Sammy Brooks in there too. I think all those guys are very talented players. We've had a good group of guards last year, and Ellis could have easily played on that team, and so could have Sammy. But it just worked out where academically it helped them, and it also helps the Javelina Nation to have guys that have that type of level of talent and ability, but also that are committed to stay here and work hard. But to see Wellington and Jake Majors, two guys that are hardworking, guys that are just the heart and soul of your program, that does everything right on and off the court in the classroom, and to see them have an opportunity to step in and play major minutes this year, I think that's why we do this. I think that's why we coach. A lot of times it's the unsung hero for me, the glue guy that I always try to highlight and give a lot of responsibility for why we're winning, because those guys are your everyday guys that they cheer for guys, they make the pass, they make the rebound, they sacrifice. And this is going to be a year where we're going to play a lot of guys anyway, but their meaning is going to be even more profound this year.
You talked a lot last season about how difficult the schedule was, having to play Thursday, then only having one day to prepare before coming back on Saturday. This year, obviously, it looks a little different. You don't have any days to prepare in between games. You're going to play a lot of back-to-backs, but you won't have two opponents per weekend. You'll only have one. What are the challenges that come with a schedule like this when you're going to be playing so many nights on back-to-back days?
Well, it's going to be like, generally earlier we're playing tournaments, but we're playing a lot of tournaments now. So, generally you play maybe one or two times in the fall where you're playing Friday, Saturday, and there's a quicker turnaround. Sometimes you're playing a night game like at 7 that usually don't start to 7:30, and then you may play at 4, the next day. So we're used to doing that, but not for so long. But in general, we'll have to adjust and adapt. I think that our culture will allow us to play in the way we play and the amount of guys we play, that hopefully we can remain fresh throughout the year. I think this is a year that, if you don't have numbers, and I think every team is going to be affected differently by the pandemic, you're going to have to play different. You're going to have to zone more. You may have to do some, things defensively with lineups that you haven't done before, and offensively play a little different. So we sort of have prepared that. We're adjustable and we're adaptable. But what I'm really proud of is these kids. They've done everything we've asked them to do, and I can't foresee anything happening in the future that they wouldn't continue.
What needs to happen this weekend for you guys to start off the season successfully against Arkansas Fort Smith?
Well, number one, play. So if we play, then it's an odd year. It's odd because we haven't had any scrimmages, we have not had any exhibitions, and we're going right into conference play. But that's everybody, so there's not an excuse. But we're going to learn more about our team probably in the first 40-minute segment of Friday's game than we probably learned all year. We have an idea, but that's practice. You know, these guys have been beating up on each other for a long time. You know, they know the plays, they know each other's tendencies. To actually watch them against somebody else is going to be probably the next litmus test of, you know, what we need to do next. So, you know, that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We're going into that first 4-minute segment prepared, going into the game prepared for that matter, but then we're also going to be prepared to adjust to accordingly.
Well, Coach, best of luck on this opening weekend. Thanks for the time.
Thank you for all you guys do, and hey, Javelina Nation, stay safe.